doing this, you can do this quest 3 times a week. And all you need to do is take a lower level with you and run in one of the lower dungeons. And on the actual NPC, sorry, I'll go.
The Lycans are the new leader.
What are...
Sorry. I'll go back to the guidance level here. If you click on this one, and you can see it gives you just a brief guide and description as to what sort of levels you can take into the dungeon with you and where they will and won't benefit from the XP boost. Okay, so that's that bit. The other quest. Okay, it'll be on your available. If you push L and then click on your available, it'll be the level 30. I think it's 30. Yeah, the level 31. Now, this is a tour, so remember, make sure you do it when you're not really doing an awful lot or you're in between doing things, so you can like maybe cooking dinner or something, or you're, having a chat with someone or watching a movie. It does take a little while. It's probably about 25 minutes per quest, give or take. Basically, all it is a round tour where you just visit different NPCs. At the end of it, you get a ticket, and you get the other one here. You get a ticket from this one as well, and you also get some Sulan Journey gift pack, which I believe can have all sorts of rewards up to gold bars and travel scrolls and depleted Phlogiston. So yeah, they're pretty handy. Definitely worth doing if you get some time. There's another one. Okay, if we go to okay, so you see on this part of the map here, there's a huntsman. So what I'll do, I'll head there. Probably take me a little while to get there, but basically I'll explain once we get to the NPC. Let me try and think what else you've got weekly wise. Oh yes, also you'll see some quests on here. These are called Tales of Fantastic. They actually not bad for rewards, to be honest. I've done a couple of them, so they're not here anymore. They don't reset weekly, but they give you a lot of favor towards Pacific factions, and they also give you. There's a chain of probably like 20 to 30 quests, much like the one where you do the 25 round cycle of visiting NPCs. Except they give you tiny little tasks, but all the NPCs are relatively close to each other. But all in all, you can come out maybe 5 to 10k giffle up, or same for coupons and that. The ones that were higher I've already done, so obviously the rewards are a little bit smaller on these ones. But yeah, it's definitely worth looking into this. They're quite good, and they also give you some nice items now and then. I believe on one I'd recently just did, I got 5 of these, so they're quite handy. Definitely useful. Yeah. So right, we're almost at the week. This one here. Okay. So this is a huntsman guy. So let's see, we'll speak to him and we'll spawn a bunch of mobs, right? And what I'll do, I'll kill these mobs quickly. He's dead, but it just doesn't look dead. So all in all, if I just click on this bit, it doesn't actually tell you, but basically what you do is, this is one interaction of the 5 round cycle. So the 5 cycles. There's 6 rounds in each cycle, and at the end of each cycle, you will get a box that will have Soul Grid crystals in. Now the Soul Grid crystals are here, and as you can see, let me go a bit, make it elaborate a bit more for you. So you can get from these ones to these ones, okay? Now, as you can see, I've got one of the bonuses here, right? Now, you might sit there and look at all this and it might be gibberish to you, but it's actually very self-explanatory. So if you look at this sky crystal and you look at the bit where it says strength of runes, and you see that there's a graph almost with all the different icons of runes and then a number below the flame. Now, as you can see, 2 flame this one gives me, and there you go. I got 2 flame there, so heavenly fire. Oh wait, I got another one. There you go. See, now that adds up to 4. So now you can sort of do the maths there to see. Okay, so I've got 6 of these. So where do I get those from? 2. 5, awesome, and then I probably get one from there. There you go. Um, and then you've got these ones and so on. So basically just match up the symbols to what buff that you want to get. There is different variations of these buffs as well. So yeah, just have a look at it and see what you would like. I don't quite know if it's supposed to be like this, but hey, I'm not going to complain. I believe there should be an adaptation towards these two buffs, but if I apparently get 2 stacks, which could be the same for, yeah, all of them by the looks of it, so maybe there's a slight problem there that someone needs to report. But yeah, again, there's different types of buffs and benefit every class in one way or another. It's definitely worth looking towards that, which is why I would suggest doing those for that. Um, the other ones I suggest doing is these aren't weekly events. These spawn every hour. And if you have your filter icons on 3, and they're relatively easy. You can do them with 5 people if they know what they're doing, or even 10 people. So you could do it like a small group of guildies. Just remember that quite often, not so much on this world boss and this world boss and this one, but quite often, more than none, people will try to PK you, other guilds more than likely, for the ownership of these world bosses. They're generally more fights over the longer spawns because these 3 that I just showed you on the map, they spawn every hour. So you can click on these, you can zip to them, but again, you get soul crystals and you get PvE marks and PvP marks, so very handy there. And I think that's pretty much it for the most important weeklies. Uh, there should be more weeklies. The problem is a lot of the weeklies they don't quite come up at the moment, so you can't really benefit from it. And you can see here for the fish as well, some actually nice rewards here. I've never actually got around to doing it because I just tend to always be busy doing the egg quest, but if you do make time for it, the rewards here are quite substantial, especially for first place, 188,000 Giffles. It's pretty orgasmic if you win. Um, and as you can see, only 2 people partook in the event, so even third place is 20k Giffle. And you wouldn't even have to catch, I mean, 3. Yeah, it's not obviously going to be like that in every event, but it's just worth looking. Yeah, again, I think that's pretty much it for the weekly events at the moment. There is other weekly events that we should have, but we don't quite have them yet. Or they're in this list, but they don't work, which is a little bit devastating. Like this one here should work, but it doesn't. Um, yeah, and as for the peculiar tickets that others might sit there and think, oh God, how'd you get them? How'd you get them? They're a bit harder to get hold of at the moment. There's the 2 quests that I showed you, was the one that helped mentoring. You can get 3 from doing that one, and you can get 2 from doing the 2 tours per week. So you can get 5 overall. Um, there is other ways of getting the peculiar tickets, but sadly you can buy them in the shop for Giffle, but Giffle's quite limited in this CBT, so it's not as easy to make Giffle as it is later on. Um, but yeah, later on you get tickets thrown at you, so don't worry too much about trying to obtain tickets. Now, I'm just going to do a couple of these weeklies, mainly the tours to get the tickets and helping out the noobs to get the tickets. And I'm gonna do the fish guide quest because the one I did yesterday got copyrighted by YouTube because of music. So I'm doing them all without music now, just so they don't get copyrighted. Um, but yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I hope this has been helpful.